Hello. So today we're going to be starting with our introduction to the orchestra, specifically the string family. So as you can see from the website I have up, I'm going to click on the conductor. That's the person in front who conducts or leads the orchestra. And the entire orchestra is going to play a short excerpt of a song. Ooh, that was beautiful. And as you can see from the seating chart, the string family are right next to the conductor. And the reason because they're a very important family in the orchestra. You won't find them in the band, but definitely in the orchestra. So next I'm going to click on the strings and they're going to just play their part of that song we just heard. And of course, that was probably some kind of drum there at the end, probably a timpani. If you're like, what's a timpani? Don't you worry. We'll talk about that when we get to the percussion family. Okay, so next, we're going to start with the string family. We're always going to start with the smallest in every family and then get larger and larger until we talk about the last largest one. So here we go, the violin. So the violin and the viola and the cello and the double bass are actually all built the same way, obviously different sizes. They're made out of many pieces of wood which are glued and never nailed together. It affects the sound quality. So the body of the instrument is actually hollow. So there's a back piece, side pieces, and a piece on top. So the body is actually hollow inside, except for air, of course. And this is a great way so that the sound waves can vibrate to go into your ear so you can hear it. All right, it's going to have 4 strings. So it has these pegs at the top, and the pegs always match the number of strings. So the next time you see a guitar or an electric guitar or a bass guitar, count the pegs and then make sure you count the strings to see if they match. They will. All right, so and the strings go all the way down to this bottom tail piece. And that's because the strings have to stay kind of tight to get the correct pitches or high or lowness of the notes. The violin is the highest pitch of the string family. It's held underneath your chin, resting on your shoulder. Going to need your arm. Oh, there we go. And then this hand plays with a bow or plucks to get the correct pitches or notes. All right, we're going to listen to the sound clips. So this website loves Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So we're going to hear it play that, and then we're going to hear it play a solo, and then something called a trill, and then a little bit of an excerpt from the orchestra. And the orchestra clip. Very nice. All right. And then we're going to watch someone play the violin. So let me just get down to the bottom because V is, of course, at the end of the alphabet. All right. First, we're going to watch the violinist play. Well, if it'll work. There we go. Double click. Good to know for next time. So that thing that he's holding in his hand, that's the bow. And with his left hand, he's actually pushing on the strings to make the different pitches, the higher notes and the lower notes. All right, and then I have one more clip to show you of the violin. Remember I talked about plucking the strings? Here's a video clip to show that. So he's just very gently pulling. Let's watch that again. That was so short. All right. Okay, so next we're going to go on to the next size instrument, which is going to be the viola. All right. So you might be thinking, Miss Seiler, did you even move the screen, go to the next one? I did. The violin and the viola could almost be twins. In fact, the violin is only 3 inches longer than the violin. It's very close in size. 3 inches. It's not very much bigger. This one is just a little bit lower because it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit lower than the violin and still played using the chin and the shoulder. Still played like this. So it's just a little bit lower. So this one we get to hear Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star and the riff or solo. All right, and as you can see, counting the pegs, it has 4 pegs, which means it has 4 strings. You got it. All right, and we will watch the person play the viola. And actually, it's the same song we just listened to, that riff or solo. I know, be patient, be patient. And as you can see, this viola is just a little bit darker in color, and that just depends on what kind of wood you use. All right, that's going to be it for today. So the next time I see you, we will talk about the other 3 instruments in the string family, the cello, the double bass, and if we have time, the harp. All right, fill in those note pages for me. So you're going to put down the violin and how many strings it has. If you need help, rewind the video. And the viola and how many strings that one has. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.